What? What? Hello and welcome to, a stream I was originally going to do last night, but then I thought, I think I'll wait till tonight. But as it says in the title, this stream will be focusing on liminal spaces in, Roblox. Before you ask, I've been playing this since, 2007. This account here, RexWolf97, was first made 2015, so I've had it for around 6 years, but in terms of like how long I've been playing on Roblox, like as a whole, I've been playing on here since probably 2006, 2007 maybe. But we are going to be looking at liminal spaces. Yeah. Why? Because why not? Oh, that got updated yesterday? Nice. So you're probably wondering, what is a liminal space? Like, what is a liminal space exactly? Well, whenever this loads, yeah. This is not a horror game, by the way. I'm sorry, horror experience. I don't know why they changed it to experience, but according to what I've read, and according to the aesthetics wiki, they have a wiki for everything nowadays, don't they? Oh wait, I already checked this wiki once. They also have a whole lot of cores. The aesthetic known as a liminal space is a location which is a transition between two other locations or states of being. Typically, these are abandoned and oftentimes empty. A mall at 4 a.m. or a school hallway during the summer, for example. This makes them feel frozen and slightly unsettling, but also familiar to our brains. Another common trait for liminal spaces is that usually, whenever you see a picture of a liminal space, you don't see anybody in the picture, so it makes it feel more isolated, I guess. So something like it just said, like this, something like that. Concept. True to its etymology, liminal is derived from the Latin word limen, meaning threshold. The concept of a liminal space classically encompasses physical spaces that, due to their function, are transitional. Hallways, waiting rooms, parking lots, and rest stops are the archetypical my brain's running on empty. Examples of such spaces. Liminal space aesthetics relate to the unique and combined feeling of eeriness and nostalgia, and again, my brain is running on empty. Also, hello viewer. Yeah, but it says here, apprehension one gets when presented with such spaces outside of their designed context. Most notably, their function as intermediary. That's the second time I've seen that word. The first time was Hypnospace Outlaw, which is a very fantastic game. I highly recommend it. I believe it's $20 on PS4/PS5 through backwards compatibility. It's on Xbox, it's on Switch, it's on PC. I got it in a bundle, but again, I highly recommend that game. It's really neat. It's like a 90s internet simulator, sort of. But their function as an intermediary points between origin and destination. For instance, an empty stairwell or a hospital corridor at night might appear as sinister or uncanny because these places are usually brimming with life and movement. So, in other words, yeah, also, basically, they feel like otherworldly places that are actually within reality, in a way, I guess. So take for instance, well, I guess I could count that as nostalgic. There's other things that can also, portray it as well. But the general gist of what a liminal space is just okay. So think of it sort of like looking at a room from a childhood home that you had, like looking at an old picture of it. That would be a liminal space because it's a transitional space. I guess. I don't really grasp the concept all that well, but yeah. It says here, visual. Liminal space aesthetics consists of any room, corridor, or hallway that is big and empty, yet carries an eerie and unsettling vibe with it. This part is key in separating the liminal space aesthetic from just a regular photo of an empty room, corridor, or hallway. This effect can be achieved with photo edits such as vaporwave, acid wave, and glitch, in particular, can assist in this effect, although applying these can sometimes ruin the liminality of the picture. Simple lighting tricks or just capturing the mood at the right time of day. So, you can get that same effect through picture edits, but just be careful, because if you do it the wrong way, it'll look more like... I wasn't expecting to see this. Yeah, break from the creepy. Although it's gonna go back to creepy. Oh, never mind. I was about to say something and a dog barked. Anyway, so like a lighting trick, sort of, I guess it's just the lighting in the picture. You can edit it to where it's more like an old-timey picture. Or you could edit it to where it's like, it looks like it's from an old camera, almost like a computer. Some edits of liminal space can give you the effect of being in a retro horror or RPG video game, as popularized by YouTuber slash Instagrammer Your Local Breadman, which can tap into either the uncomfortable, the surreal, or sorry, it's been a long day. My brain's just running on empty right now. Anyway, yeah, the surreal, or could just be, or could just go full on Lovecraftian with some of the design choices made in these style of video edits. Empty game servers and maps, mainly those presenting old-fashioned graphics like Gmod, No Players Online, Team Fortress, and early Call of Duty installments. They spelled it wrong. Not professional. Have been described as liminal. So, I would say Doom also fits, but that's not true because Doom has a huge player base. I'm not even, exaggerating that. People still talk about the old Dooms to this day. There's an active modding scene that's like brimming with so many people who make mods for Doom every single day. So, I wouldn't say that that's liminal. It's more like, just setting up a private server on Gary's mod, even if it's just one of the default maps, that would be, liminal, I guess. There's the back rooms, which also has its own wiki. But the basic idea of liminal space is a place that would normally be brimming with life, but when you look at it through an image and it's just empty and sometimes deserted and run down, it gives you that sort of nostalgic feeling even if you've never truly been there. For an example, we have this. This is giving me a familiar feeling. It kind of looks like one of those Kmarts, but I don't know. Could be. But this doesn't even have a filter on it or effect or anything, but this is what I mean by a liminal space is a space that looks abandoned but would otherwise be teeming with life, basically. So we have this. We have this pool room, which looks really cool, by the way. But anything like that, basically. Especially this. Because this looks straight out of the 90s. But that's basically the whole idea behind this stream in particular. The heck is the defective elevator? I guess I could take a break from what I was gonna do, so might as well join my friend to see what's up. I will get back to the liminal space games, though. I'm sorry, experiences. Oh, screw that. I'm still gonna call them games, because that's what they are. They're just calling it an experience because of the whole, I hope there's no copyrighted music.
What's happening here? Some of our teens, huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. So you're the one they're talking about. Let's spin the wheel and decide your fate. What's gonna happen? Logan knows. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, let's do it.
I guess in a way this could sort of be liminal. It's not liminal. I don't even think Roblox allows you to stream directly. Because you could record, but you can't stream. But, yeah. I heard that. I heard the. I didn't want to leave him, it's just, yeah. Also, I like how this is saying, oh, do you want to translate this? What is there to translate? Sure, there's garbled text, but that doesn't mean it's Vietnamese. I will admit, though, free private servers is a good thing. Very, very good. But one game I like on Roblox is this. Dream World by Ruska123. It's actually really cool. Now, the main reason why I mentioned that this stream would be recommended if you are, 18 and up is because some of the content that we'll be seeing during the stream will be, I'm not saying it's going to be, inappropriate, like, oh, anything suggestive or anything like that. It's because some of the liminal space stuff also ties into other genres of aesthetics such as dreamcore, traumacore, kidcore, horrorcore, things like that. And those oftentimes have imagery such as something creepy or, as you'll see in a little bit, there's actually one room in particular that has something to do with well, you'll see shortly. Oh, hi. Well, I mean, you kind of already saw it with the... Well, let me to demonstrate my power. Oh, what the... It spawned right as I just reset. Also, in earlier versions of this game, that you could actually walk through, but now it's blocked off. People are lagging, apparently. But you can faintly see this creepy face right here. This is partially why I said, oh, this stream is for people 18 and up. Although, ironically, I have some friends on here, or a lot of friends on here who are way younger than me, but trust me, I'm not one of those people. I'm just friends with those people because I'm friends with them. I'm not one of those creepers who are like, ugh, I'm gonna be creepy. I'm not like that. I do not believe in pedophilia. I believe people who are pedophiles deserve to be dead. As for me, if I see a kid, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna fap to that. No. That sounded so wrong, and I was trying to say I don't do that. But, I just see them and I'm just like, oh, nice. A kid. Doing kid stuff. Like I used to do. Okay, that somehow makes what I'm trying to say sound worse, but What I'm trying to say is I'm not a pedophile. I hate pedophilia. Pedophiles deserve to die. But this is the room I was talking about. And if you see the shadows, you might think, oh, what's that? The other reason why I said this is 18 and up, because a lot of these aesthetics that we'll be discovering through this will be horror-ish in a way, I guess you could say. But yeah. Oof. Okay. What the? That's different. There used to be vending machines over here. Hello! Spooked me. I'm spooked solid. I'm weird, don't worry. Also, this character is inspired by my persona. What? Blood. Yes, this, blood. Frog cloth. Washcloth! I don't know. Yeah, this is basically what a liminal space is. Or that is. This, I don't know what kind of aesthetic it is. Oh, I know, I'll look it up. To the power of the internet! And to the power of voice cracks, because, yeah. Let's see, weird core, vaporwave, urban core, trauma core. Yeah. Yeah, so, as you can see, liminal spaces go a whole lot deeper than just familiar looking rooms. Sometimes you can also tap into, your darkest, deepest secrets. And, I think this game portrays that very well because of the various rooms that you could go into that portray said aesthetics. So this would obviously be trauma core. This would just be a normal liminal space. This, I believe, would be related to trying to find it. Yeah. This, I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Oh. Oh, hey, Wyatt, thank you. Hey. Thank you for subbing by the stream. Excuse me while my brain just tries to process what to say next, because it's just like, have you ever had those moments where you want to say something, but the moment that you try to think of it, your brain just shuts down on you? It's just like, I wonder what that is, brain core? Yeah, this is a liminal space just by itself. This is Kid Core, which is another variant of, core, I guess. So if I can show it, or of course I can show it. But Kid Core is an aesthetic that centers around bright colors, nostalgia for icons from the 90s, and kid themes. In other words, exactly what that one room was, right over there. This over here, I believe, is just a normal liminal space. I thought that was a candle for a second. Also, I did see your comment, by the way. This is a good vibe, I guess. I think that's just a background. I don't know. This is... I think this is supposed to represent Sanrio Core, which is related to Hello Kitty and stuff like that. Yes, I know about Hello Kitty. I didn't grow up watching it or anything. It's just, I knew about it a lot because I saw it a lot growing up. I don't hear about it now. What's really funny is the people that made Hello Kitty, they actually ended up making Agretsuko, which is basically a show where an angry red panda works at work. It is also a show that is loosely associated with furries. Yay, I just admitted the fandom I'm in. I have no idea what kind of aesthetic this is supposed to be. Aesthetic! This, I believe, is supposed to be, maybe Kid Core? Oh, what the... Spooky Kid Core? Oh. So basically just Kid Core in general is just related to, like, you know, it's sort of like being a kid again, I guess. Oh. Hey, related brands, Hasbro. I actually like that company. Weird Core is, oh, what the... Okay, then. How's it... What? Oh. Oh, of course I get a random text. Oh my god. Whoops. My step-grandmother, she's like, hey, do you know when to put those trash bags out in the morning? Obviously, because I'm the one who has to do it. It has to be early enough before the trash comes and gets it, so... obviously. But, I hate when people just ask me the stupidest freaking questions, like, hey, do you know when you're supposed to do this? Like, there's a good reason why I was given that task in the first place. Alright, sorry about that. And there's also Nostalgia Core, which is just, that. And Nostalgia Core, I guess, would apply to me, because, I mean, you are talking to someone who was born in 97 and really, really misses, like, the olden days of video games and stuff. I'm not saying I hate modern day stuff. Like, for crying out loud. That's like if I said I hate the PS5, which I ironically have. Basically Nostalgia Core just relates to, just having a focus on, you know, stuff that you remember from your childhood, like snacks, drinks, all that stuff. Like, this stuff. Ironically enough, one of those things that I actually didn't know about as a kid was the Sega Dreamcast, but now that I have one, it feels like I've known about it for a long time, but anyway, yeah, it says here, oh, Odd Core? What's Odd Core? It's probably not even going to show up. Oh. There's Weird Core, but that's the thing we already looked at. Oh. Animoya Core. I think I've heard about that word before, Animoya. But it says here, and it literally explains what this means. Yeah, it says here, it revolves around the feeling of animoya, which is basically, you longing for a time or an event that never actually happened. I don't really have any, you know, examples of what that would be. I guess for one example, say you have a false memory of hearing about a kid's birthday party that you knew that person a long time ago. Or you thought you knew them. And, like, you end up making this false longing for, oh, this kid invited me to a birthday party. It's gonna be super cool, it's gonna have bounce castles and stuff. But it never actually happened because that's animoya. It's weird, but yeah. I mean, it also says for a time that never existed, so it could just also be, just anything in general, I guess. Oh, hi. Borg Skeletor streaming. Ah! They're actually really cool. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so this is an excellent example. Way better than my own example that I tried to make. So, what anemoia means is just having a longing or remembering something that actually never happened. So it's just a false memory of something. For example, this does look familiar to me, because it looks like... Oh my god. Can I go 2 seconds without getting texts, please? I was gonna say, this looks like an old elementary school that I used to go to, but it's not actually a school that I went to. It just looks a lot like it. That's what I mean by anemoia. It's just a false memory of something, but that memory never actually happened. It's just basically your brain playing tricks on you. Oh, why did I do that? This, I don't know. Could be nostalgia core, maybe kid core. I don't know. Oh, I thought it was one of those teleport things. Boing, boing. Door. Wait a minute. It's the exact same thing. I just now realized it. So I had anemoia for anemoia. I know I didn't. Let's explore the big wide world. I don't know why I'm swimming upside down. I don't know. Skeleton. I see eyeballs. This... oh, man, dreamy? Hollow sexual. Wait, what? I like how it's called holosexual, but it's not sexual in the slightest. Then again, I happen to be bisexual, but that doesn't mean I'm sexually interested in somebody. It's related to, you know, like, gender, which is also called sex sometimes. You know, like, male or female, that's what I mean. Not like that. I apologize in advance if you happen to be someone who's younger than 18, maybe like a kid or something, I don't know. But, I don't know. I said this in the beginning of my stream, but my brain's pretty much running on empty, because like, it's been a long day for me. I'm not saying I'm tired, it's just, it's been a long day. I guess I am kind of tired because I only got like 6 hours of sleep last night, because I went to bed at midnight last night, And whenever I woke up this morning, it was a little after 5 a.m. And the first thing I did was I went on my phone because I wanted to check the new event week for GTA. And then I decided to stay up, but my body was like, go to sleep! So I did go to sleep for a little bit, and then I woke back up, and my body was still like, you could have slept a little bit longer. I don't know. Okay, it's not Vaporwave. I know that. Wait. Maybe it is. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be... Yeah, it is. Yes. Yes. I see. I hope that didn't seem racist. It's just, I literally don't speak Spanish at all. Are they threatening to call the FBI on me because I'm a furry? That's like me threatening to call the cops on someone because, oh, your car is a different color than the color I like. You're under arrest for having a different colored car than what I like. It's probably a bad, you know... It's a poor comparison. But that was Vaporwave. Excuse me. Then there's Pepper's Playhouse here, which is... Dreamcore, Weirdcore, Oddcore, liminal space, with a space, creepy eyes, teeth, nostalgia, and nostalgia core. Oddly enough, it's labeled as a horror experience. Fine, I'll call it a game anyway because, first of all, they call it a game right here, but then again... Roblox, you could quit it with the metaverse stuff, we get it. You want to get with the times. Like, they didn't start calling games experiences until almost directly after that metaverse challenge thing, or champions thing. But Pepper's Playhouse is literally a liminal space thing with the, well, yeah. There's eyes. Music. Music. Music! Music isn't playing. Never mind, now it is. But this is sort of pandering to nostalgia core, odd core, weird core, dream core, and I guess a little bit of kid core because this is stuff that kids, at least whenever I grew up, kids loved this kind of stuff. Nowadays, kids are like, "Mommy, can I borrow your tablet? I'm gonna play Fortnite." What the? I heard something outside and it turned out to be my cousins playing outside. I think the lights are on outside in the back patio too. I guess I'm a human DeLorean, or Fennec. But, Arm the band hammer. Oh, they're still here. I'm a fox, madam. But yeah, this is basically what I'm talking about. It's just different types of aesthetics. And what's really cool is some of these games sort of have their own lore, I guess you could say, because they have their own little characters you could see. Also, nothing happens if you touch them, you just walk through them. I just like dodging them anyway because it's kind of funny. Oh. Yeah, this is literally nostalgia core because it's sort of like Chuck E. Cheese, or you know, one of those amusement center style places. You know, the ones with the playground things. I'm not talking about McDonald's. I'm talking about, you know, just something like Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. Or I guess Chuck E. Cheese would be the only applicable thing here. But, colors. That, I believe, is... I think those characters are 5 and 6. I'm talking about their names, not their ages. We're 5 and 6. Why do you two speak at the same time? That's just how we were made. No matter how far away, we still speak and sing. Who's 5 and who's 6? Pink is blue, or pink is 6, blue is 5. Why are you called that? We weren't given names, so we go by our test subject number. Test subject? Yes, we were all test subjects made by Vincent. Who's Vincent? Our creator! He's so smart. I wonder where this Vincent fellow would be. There is another numerical being. Oh yeah, I forgot, you can't go through the wall over there. You do see eyeballs. Which, by the way, if you touch those, you can actually get the eyeball. I think it's pretty interesting, but we're gonna un-eyeball ourselves. We're gonna... Yeah. Unless it's there by default. No, it's only if you touch the eyeball thing. That is not Vincent, that is Pepper. I think Vincent is over here. He's all the way in that room over there. That... You can see why they labeled it a horror game. I'm trying to think of where I heard this song from. You found the Dashcon room. Who are you? I'm Vincent, the creator of Pepper and her friends. You made them? Yes, sirree. Aren't they neat? Why do you wear that mask? It hides scarring. Trust me, you wouldn't want to see it. Aw, please? Nope. My son is even scared of it. And he's a horror fanatic. Seems like a nice guy for someone who looks rather unnerving at first glance. Just saying. Let's see, we got... Do I even want to know where that meat came from? I don't think it came from a cow. Maybe it did. Yeah, you can't go through that wall. There's eyeballs galore over there. We have, anytime I see one of those, I have the strong urge to see if maybe I can go in there. Because some of them are actually hidden secret walls that you could walk through. One example is actually this. And that would be Nincore. This me room. Who are you? I'm Nin, Rodent Cavity's friend. Lol. Oh my god, I love the cat ears. Ah! Oh. I forgot toilets are the bane of my existence. And you too. Nothing happens if you touch it, by the way, it's just there. Just staring. Anyway, swiftly moving on. We have an angel over here. And Panhead. So we have Cuphead, Mugman, now we have Panman. Okay. Yeah, this is Dreamcore. I think. Wait, is it? Hold on. Liminal space and there's weird core. It's not it. What the? I know that's not related to the game I'm playing, but I still want to see it. What is Bastard Core? I would not fit in that. That shirt probably, but not the actual aesthetic. Your PFP is off center. Oh, my Twitch. Also, hello, upgrade. I could see if maybe I can fix that. Oh yeah, I see. I see. All I have to do is just scroll all the way down to the actual picture. Because it's still saved on here. Okay, I think I updated it. Okay, refresh the page and now check. Because I did my best to try and center it as best as I could. But, I always wondered why it looks a little off. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Upgrade. I'm pretty sure I fixed that. At least tried to. But, anyway, thank you for stopping by the way. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. And again, thank you for stopping by my stream. Oh, here's the other named experiment, or numbered experiment. This is, 8. Get it? Because he ate me. Okay. I just now realized I poked him in the crotch. He does say something, but as you can see, maybe? It could be an SCP, but I think it's related to liminal spaces and the back rooms, I guess. Wait. No, I think it's just an experiment that Vincent made that looks like this. Maybe? I don't know. There's actually a secret room over here. Upgrade, if you're afraid of a whole bunch of eyes looking at you, I'd advise you to look away, but if you're brave enough, welcome to the Eye Zone! Yeah, I'm out here. I'm a brave boy, too. Not a brave enough boy for this. Oh. Right as I say that, they're just... Yes, very spoon. And then as you leave the room, you can see these eyes looking at you. There's this weird black ooze stuff. There's some blood over here. This is actually related to Rosca. Which I don't think made this. No. I believe this might just be a friend of Rosca, which is another liminal space developer on Roblox. But this is one of the characters in their game, Dreamworld. You can even still do the bonk. There is a room over here, though. It's just a cake with, oddly enough, no eyeballs. At all. I'm even zooming into my head to see, and yeah. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, this character is confirmation that... I would, but I don't have a knife. I have a fork and a spoon, but... they're put up right now. I don't even see a knife. I'm just gonna cut you a slice of... something that's apparently making me very sleepy, but then again, way earlier in the stream before you got on here, I had mentioned imaginary cake slice. Okay, you know what? How about I do this? There. I know this is not really the best. Not really the best way to give somebody cake. My only question is that supposed to be brown or is that supposed to be black? It's probably black. You're welcome. If any adverse side effects happen after you eat it, then, please let me know. I'll take you to the infirmary or whatever. Oh, I thought that was another thing I could walk into. This person, I believe, is Maisie. I'm Maisie. I cook yummy meals. What do you cook? All sorts. Cookies, cupcakes, you name it. What are your baked goods? Never mind that, sugar. Just enjoy the food and have fun. How's 8 doing? No, 8? He's doing just fine. He loves the pillows I got him. Does 8 like you? Of course he does, and I like him too. We're like 2 peas in a pod. What aperture did you hear that from? I love making lame jokes. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Yeah, this is 8. Please be nice to 8. He is very sensitive and is irritated easily. Maisie. Do you want some cake? I will get you cake. Ouch. Wait, what the? Oh, he does look hungry. I shall get him the questionable yet equally delicious looking cake. Doot! I took air! And then I took ceiling. Doot! Nobody saw me. Here you go, 8. Almost bit my finger, you silly goose. I'm having PTSD Vietnam flashbacks of this, and I'm not just saying that because this character literally does that. It would be way more convincing if I had a fake blood kit, but I don't want to get it on my carpet. Oh, nice. Man, I really like the amount of detail that the developer put into this. Rod and Cavity, you did a really good job. I know they aren't watching this right now, but I have to say this is really well done. Oh, that's supposed to say food. It's because of the brightness. Yeah, I have the graphics maxed out. Which is cool, because my PC can definitely handle it. Sometimes. No meanies. That's a hedgehog? I mean, then again, this is a fennec fox from another planet, so... Although, what's really funny is this Roblox character that I made actually was the inspiration for my real-life persona, Jolt. He looks different in some ways. Like, the hair is similar, but it's more akin to Sonic. His eyes, instead of having that brown iris, it's actually a sort of neon sky blue color that in the dark actually glows. Jolt's teeth actually glow in the dark as well because he has bioluminescent properties. Oh yeah, his hair does that too. But what's really neat about Jolt is that he was literally inspired by Sonic in one major way. He behaves almost exactly like him. Now, Jolt himself can only run up to at least 600 miles per hour compared to Sonic, who can just, you know, run insanely fast at least the speed of sound, hence his name. But Jolt gets his name because of his species, the Blixtian fennec fox. Now, that name there, Blixtian, is actually derived from the Swedish word blixt, which means lightning. So, quite literally, Blixtian fennec foxes get their name because of their biological electricity in their body. And they can actually, like, produce that same electricity when they're running at high speeds. So, say for example, Jolt's running at 600 miles per hour. When he's running at that speed, he'll produce a whole bunch of electricity from his body. But what's really interesting is because it's a biological form of electricity, it doesn't damage electronics or affect anything related to electronics. And it's actually harmless to humans unless said human is a bad person. But perhaps the most perplexing thing of all is that this electricity is a form of tachyon energy, which is light speed particles, I think. Basically, Jolt's a freaking lightning bolt. If a lightning bolt was a fennec fox from another planet, but yeah, that's my lore about this little fella. He does actually wear he sometimes wears a Sega shirt because he's a big fan of Sega. And Sega is actually a big thing on his home planet. But he also sometimes wears shirts that his brother gives him that are from his band Sonic Storm. Not Jolt's band, I'm talking about his brother. Goes pretty deep, could make a wiki. Yeah, it'd be cool, because there's other characters that made regarding Jolt. Like, they aren't other personas I've made, but they're just other characters that are friends of Jolt's. But Jolt himself is the persona I made recently. I actually first made him in February, around my birthday. Like, literally a whole week before my birthday. But, Jolt's friends are I think one of the characters is a serval cat named Axiom, who is extremely smart, and is a gifted engineer as well. There's Bricks, who is inspired by Knuckles the Echidna, in that he's extremely strong, and he's a resilient person who will do anything to defend not only his home, but his friends. And then there's a sort of antagonist to Jolt, whose name is Victor Cybersky. And he's sort of like Dr. Eggman in a way. And originally he was going to be a doctor. Not, you know, that kind of doctor. I mean, like, the same kind of doctor as Dr. Eggman. But, then after a while I thought, why do I have to make so many similarities to something that is inspired by something? It could have, you know, loose inspirations, but it can't just be, like, basically one-to-one. So, what I did was I thought, you know what, maybe Cybersky could be, like, a CEO of a big company that he made, but he has sinister intentions. So, that's what I stuck with. Yeah. But Jolt himself, he's basically a lot like Sonic. He's fast like him, not as fast, but he's a kind-hearted person who doesn't like oppression of any kind. He hates injustice. Yeah, he has a lot of similarities to Sonic, right down to his, I'm gonna keep this on the background as I make Roblox close. Oh, nice. I would ask if you could add me, but I'm maxed out. But I might try and, or not try, but I'd be more than willing to delete people who are probably bot accounts, which is a lot. Yeah. This is obviously a bot account. Or something. Also, this music is so good. Why is it showing this person even though I'm in front of them? Oh yeah, this is definitely a big no-no. Unfriend! Ancient jiggle. Yeah, it used to be maxed out now, but I only friend people I know. Makes things way easier. Yeah, for me, like it used to be, I would just add any ordinary person that would send me a friend request, but I've since then been a little bit more strict about it. So, yeah. I'm not deleting this person because, first of all, that's freaking hilarious. You can add my main tactical BA. Okay, I'll be sure to add you. Alright. Watch it censor it. Oh. That one? Well, it says you're online, so obviously. You, sir, have my ad. That's a cool looking avatar, by the way. I don't know why, but it feels like I might have seen you on Twitter before, but I might be wrong. Because I follow quite a few people related to Roblox. Like, of course, the actual Roblox account itself. There's, Bloxy News and stuff. Things I try to go for realistic. This thing about people in Roblox is they try to find their own identity. Which is good, because you want to do that. Because, you know, why wouldn't you? Oh, thank you. Trying to find any other people that I want to delete. And I mean, like, accounts that give me red flags. At first I was thinking about deleting this, but then I saw the actual, like, avatar. And it, no joke, is... Oh. What's that? Yes, I have that game. Amogus. Okay, I'm gonna admit something. For a while, I didn't really understand the hype about Among Us, and at first I kind of hated it, because it was sort of like, that's all I hear about. But then after thinking about it, I was like, you know what, this game is actually kind of cool. Sure, the memes are annoying. Like, trust me, they really are, but some of them actually are kind of funny. But Yeah. Oh, I added them earlier today. Thank you for the follow. When the mods came out, it became super fun. Oh yeah, I forgot there were mods. Because I know one mod that I read about recently was free play, but now it's an actual thing in Among Us. But yeah. Don't say ooh woo. I'm gonna do it. Ooh woo. How to have fun. Oh. Hey, there's a person that came from the description. I swear Funky. And tomorrow is Friday. Oh man, you guys don't have a Sega Dreamcast? That's okay, I have one hooked up to my TV. My VMU is out of batteries though. I don't know if you know what a Sega Dreamcast is. I hope that doesn't sound rude. Boing? That is not a hole. That sounded wrong! That is not a hole. First of all, yes, LOL indeed. Second of all, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but my Roblox account that I'm using right this second, Rex Wolfen, that is not my first Roblox account. Well, it was the first one I ever made personally, but it wasn't the first one I ever used. You see, back in, I want to say 2007, I think was whenever I first started playing it. A friend of mine named Donovan let me use his account, and he told me about Roblox and told me what it was. And he let me try the games out on his account. And the thing is, the account that he first used, I think he ended up changing something, or he had to make a new account. Flippy. But that was my first ever experience with Roblox, was way back in 2007. Or 2006, I don't really remember, but... basically, as I grew up more, I eventually actually started playing on Roblox a lot. 2007 Roblox, back when 5 FPS was normal. I mean, unless you had a fairly good computer, in which case it would just be 30 FPS, but Yeah, 5 FPS nowadays is like, it's the equivalent of seeing your computer go through a brain aneurysm. Also, I stepped on top of her. Aw. That is one muscular doge. Complete with muscular butt. But the funny thing is, whenever I got out of elementary, it's a mudkip! I was gonna say, whenever I got out of middle school, I started playing on Roblox a whole lot more, and then whenever I went into... whenever I got into middle school, I kind of stopped playing it for a while. I would occasionally play it again. Wait. Oh, you're supposed to use the actual sit thing. But the account that I was using was the same one that my friend Donovan let me use. And... sure if they have the lights on outside. Sorry about that, it's just, I heard some splashing in our pool, and it's just my cousins playing in the pool. I just hope they have the porch lights on. Oh, what the? Oh, they're hovering! Okay, little levitation pack. I'm gonna stop right here and say, this person is 110% valid. They are. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, Pride Month. I am saying that legitimately. Anybody in LGBTQ is completely valid in my eyes. Anybody who tries to oppress said people, you can go, do the do with yourself. But, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Muscle dog. Do the do with yourself? Why did I say that? That was terrible. Yes. What I was trying to say though is, what I noticed was, I think it was last year when I, you know, was able to log back into that account. I'm not saying something went wrong, it's just, at first I kind of forgot the login credentials. But, what happened was the account that I was using throughout those years leading up until more recently last year, it was an account which, you don't have to add it if you don't want to, but, it was called Superfluss64. You know, like, I'll type it in the chat. The reason why I'm typing it in chat is because of the fact that if I try to type it in the actual game chat, people will be like, "What are you saying?" So, yeah. But that's the account that my friend would let me use, and last year I decided for old time's sake that I would log into it, and it turns out that, my old friend literally just stopped using it, so I was the only one using the account. Oh, yeah. But what I did was, since the account was no longer being used by my friend, but it was still signed under their email account, I discovered that I could change the email account. So I changed it to my email account, so I now have that old account, so it's partially for preservation, and it's also just in the event that I want to play old games. Oh wait, you actually checked out that account? Yeah. Man, that playing on that account brings back memories, because there were a lot of games I played on there. And of course, this account, well, like, with this account I'll still check out older games, but I'd like to think of it sort of like the old me and the new me. Like, this account that I'm using is like my modern self, and the Superflesk account is just me from when I was a kid, but, you know, modern day, I guess. But yeah, so the character itself literally looks just like one of those old Robloxians. Well, kind of. As old as you could get, but yeah. They have a chicken. They left. Chicken person left. Nobody wants. I want Netflix and. And this. It actually censored that. Thanks. They hate speaking their minds. Roblox chat censorship go brrr. Excuse me. Am I lost? Oh, well, I don't know about you, but... Wait. I know a perfect way to, debate myself, even though I've played this a whole bunch recently. What does that say? Are you lost? Ah! Room, room. Room, room. What happened? Oh. Too spoopy for me. Ah! I'm hearing splashing. They slide. I guess I could check out some other liminal space games, because I've explored just about everything. Yeah, there's Jovial Playground too, which is actually K-Core. Question mark. It is also a horror thing, but it's not, you know, ultra spooky. Oh, it was updated today? I didn't know. Okay then. Also, I forgot to favorite it from the last time I played it. It's an aesthetic. Huh. Calm down room. Interesting. We got I want to say those are like centipedes or something. I don't know. This is reminding me more of that NES Godzilla creep. That's done. Okay. Those don't hurt you, by the way. What's really interesting is if you go up here, there's a key card over here that you can get. You have to be really, really, really precise with your jumps. And there's also questionable black liquid number 9001. McDonald's playground. Yeah, only with the meat. I find it funny how me, a Texan, can accurately recreate a Swedish man's voice. The flesh tube! Okay, now that I say that, it sounds wrong. Because flesh tube sounds like, a thing that we shall not talk about because we're playing on Roblox. Roblox, powering imagination, except not really, because some of the time it just doesn't work. Also, I don't think there's any McDonald's playground that has spikes. You can actually jump up and hit those, I think. 18 plus flesh tube. Yeah, the real reason why I put 18 plus is because of the themes and everything within the liminal space stuff. So it's not like, oh, it's an SFW. It's more, you know... I saw that. They're just like, oh look, a furry, let's go. It's too spoopy for the kids, yeah. Basically, yeah. We got mouths, we got... I don't think I've ever actually gone into that room. They won't even let me in the room. Wait. Knowing the memes that have come up recently because of the new Resident Evil game, it's, yeah. Kirby! Kirby! Step on me, I really don't get why people are like, oh, I see this very obvious super evil antagonist that just so happens to be attractive looking. How about I just have attraction towards them? And proceed to say really strange things. I see something. Okay then. I saw that out of the corner of my eye and I was like, wait, what? Oh, I saw this person earlier. Oh look, it's my bedroom from my old house I used to live in. Yeah, like, Jeffrey Dahmer. People weirdly fetishize and fantasize real serial killers. Yes. I don't know why people even do that either. It's so stupid and just questionable. Like, and, you know, going back to that same topic with, Alcina Dimitrescu, she's, you know, the bad guy. Why are people having such a fond relations with her? At least in their minds, not actually in the game. Oh. Oh, I didn't even know those were cockroaches. I thought those were more those. Rule 34, dog. Can't get away from the horny news on Twitter and 4. Yeah. Ironically enough, I actually have a Twitter account, so I see that stuff firsthand sometimes. But, what's really funny is the voice actress for Lady Dimitrescu. She actually reads the comments sometimes, and she's totally fine with it. And I have to admit, like, her voice is so cool whenever she does the voice for, Dimitrescu. Like, I'm gonna be one of those people who isn't like, oh, I think this lady is super hot. Like, she does look nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't have physical attraction towards, you know, antagonists. Ironically, I have seen accounts for both Twitter and 4chan, I've seen shit. I've only seen one half of that, so I've seen half shit. That sounds like I'm saying, oh, I cut a piece of crap in half. Oh look, cockroaches. Hello there! I like how the music picks up whenever I turn around and look at that. Also, warning, electricity causes heart stopping. I am sniffing it! There are too many pipes waking up. If you're wondering why I'm yawning so much, part of the reason was I only got like 6 hours of sleep last night. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably get better sleep tonight, though, but... yeah. The only reason why I got that low amount of sleep is because by the time I was done streaming last night, because, what I did last night was I did 3 streams. I did one, which was a new episode of my Radical Rewind series. Then right after that, I did City Guesser, and then right after that, I was originally planning on doing this Roblox stream last night, you know, doing liminal spaces, but what I decided to do instead was that I decided to stream myself looking at all this evidence about a thing called PlayStation Home coming back. Now, I don't know if you're probably around my age or have any idea what PlayStation Home was, but there's a lot of evidence that it'll be coming back, but if you're unfamiliar with it, then I highly suggest looking it up, because you'll get a lot of info, because, yeah, I can't really explain it, but anyway. Okay, I know there's a way to go to the sewer. It is not in here. No. Oh. Oh. Job says, flush the toilets. I can see this. Oh yeah, wanna see something funny? Whoop! Excuse me. It's not working. That's like a bar of soap. Do not break the rules. You know the rules, and so do I. I don't know. Ah yes, this fever dream of a game again. The hands! What are your plans with Twitch? I mean, not really anything I can think of. Like, I'm not saying I plan on becoming monetized, but if that does ever happen, then that'll be neat. Cause I actually read up on it, and as it turns out, you don't need a bank account for it. You can just have them send you a check, which it'll take a while to get to your home. But the good thing is I can just have my papaw, you know, cash it in. And probably hold on to the cash in case I want to buy something with it. But, yeah, oh, whoa! Oh, it's because of the soap bar thing. Float. Oh yeah. I got deaded. Yeah, my plans for the Switch are just doing what I want to do, just streaming whenever I feel like, and just having fun. Oh my god. Wormball! I had to. You can stop clapping now! Stop clapping the air! That was hilarious. You're welcome, by the way. In all seriousness, congratulations. Louder! Let me climb, please. It's not, oh. It wasn't letting me climb. Calm down room. This room is for children that annoy others by crying or making noise. No adults that aren't employees allowed. Adults can only take / bring their children. If your child disappears, they might be here. You know what this reminds me of now that I'm reading this sign and I happen to be an adult? This reminds me of a meme that I saw, but I'm pretty sure there might be a video clip of it. And I occasionally actually say this quote, but alright, oh, here it is.
That sign can't stop me, because I can't read.
Ironically enough, I can read. I'm just choosing not to abide by the rules. Do not cry or scream outside of calm down room. Do not. Ah! I broke the rules! Love my sense of humor. Oh, what the? Look at the camera, I'm just like... Iceman Nuggies. There's a almost at Twitch. There's a Twitter account that I follow called Daily Phoenix, and they upload videos and pictures of fennec foxes. And the thing about fennec foxes, at least the domesticated ones that you have as pets, is they love chicken nuggets and eggs. So this reminds me of a fennec fox getting like a snack. Oh. He got myrtleized by a space alien monster creature thingy. Oh. Didn't even know this was here. Okay. Okay. That's awesome. You learn something new every day. From here. Yeah. Dino Nuggies. I loved those as a kid. Crunch. And the hands of whatever. We're stuck in Chuck E. Cheese at 3 a.m. Has anyone found the dust ball? Ultra Despair Girls music? Is that what this song is? Everything was way better. Yes! 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 It was! Like, granted, now, like, the stuff you see nowadays can be cool. Like, I'm about to possibly make you very jealous, but, that is in fact a PS5 over there. I got really lucky to get one. I worked really hard throughout the summer last year to try and get it, and I got incredibly lucky. Hello, Poppy. Yes. That is a legitimate PS5. I did not buy it from a scalper. I got lucky enough to be able to order one the day that it came out on Amazon. But the thing is, I kept checking. What do I play on it? I mainly play GTA 5, but lately I've gotten back into playing Miles Morales. Occasionally I play Astro's Playroom. I know next week, I think it's next week when I get it, unless it actually is coming here on the 18th of June. But I actually pre-ordered the new Ratchet and Clank game 2 months ago, I think. So I'll be playing that on there. I know occasionally I'll play Doom on there. Oh wait, I forgot I don't have the key card. Doom Eternal. And one game in particular that I'm hoping comes out on there is PlayStation Home, which was originally a beta on PlayStation 3. But like I said, I made a stream last night that showed a whole bunch of evidence of it coming back. Because Sony shut down PlayStation Home, or closed it down rather, spring 2015 because they were shifting their focus to the PS4. So, the thing is, there is a lot of evidence, which I think I'll take a break from Roblox for a little while and show this stuff off, because it is very, very interesting. Ratchet Deadlocked was the first of the series I ever played. The first Ratchet and Clank game I ever played was, I want to say it was Going Commando because of the demo disc that they had back in the day, but I think the first ever actual Ratchet and Clank game I played was the original. Because there was a kid who went to my daycare I used to go to, and he would bring that game with him, and it was really cool. And eventually, I got a slim PS2 for a Christmas gift once, and I got Ratchet and Clank going commando on there. And if I didn't say that it brought back some major memories, then I'd be lying, because it was awesome seeing that game again and finally actually getting to play the full product all those years later. But yeah, that's good. The other Ratchet and Clank games I've played were Up Your Arsenal. I played the future games, all of them, or not all the PS3 Ratchet and Clank games. The ones I played were Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, which came with Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. A Crack in Time, and of course Into the Nexus, as I already mentioned. Because that's how I got Quest for Booty. Which is a very odd name. And then after that, whenever I got the PS4, I eventually got the newest Ratchet and Clank, which came out literally like 5 years ago. My gosh. I didn't get it exactly like 5 years ago. I think I got it in August in 2016. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And now here I am waiting for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Which I've heard some people say, oh, I think the game's name is a joke about ripping a fart, but no, I think the name is a reference to how like Ratchet and Clank get ripped apart. Not like torn apart messily. I mean like they get separated. So Clank is away from Ratchet and Ratchet is away from Clank. Although sometimes Clank will go back to Ratchet from what I've seen in gameplay, but anyway, going back to what I was talking about with the PlayStation Home thing. So the first thing I want to mention is something that isn't directly related to PlayStation Home, but rather the engine that the new version of PlayStation Home, be running on. Which is, if I could show it off on EUIPO here, Soho engine. This engine is related to the game development studio, PlayStation London studio, which you briefly saw in my search results. But we have the goods and services, and if you read through it, it'll make mention of online services and stuff, like online game services. And to dig further into this, we have the actual website. Oh, Control F it? Oh, right. Oh. Control F. Okay. Oh, is that like copy and pasting or something? Sorry, I'm kind of old-fashioned. Yeah, I'm old-fashioned and I'm 24. I feel old, though. Oh. Oh, it's fine. It finds keywords. Control F Soho engine? Or I don't understand. What am I supposed to control F? This? Oh. I don't know. Oh. Okay. But the reason why I pulled this up is because it makes mention to online services. Oh. Yeah. There's that. Um, it says here, look at all that. There's a lot of game. And ironically enough, the GameStop they have in Europe is called Game. Or at least in London. Please note I've never actually been to London, but here is a nice place to go to. But the reason why I bring up this when I'm talking about PlayStation Home is because, yeah. And then we have communication networking and social networking software. Huh. And if you want to see what PlayStation Home actually was, well, first of all, let me remove PS5 on there. Also, yes, that's one of the responses, but that's not it. This is it. So, PlayStation Home is a virtual 3D social gaming platform developed by PlayStation London Studio for the PS3 on the PS Network. It was free. It was already accessible on the actual system, but you had to have a membership through a PSN, which is also free. The only thing that's not free is Plus, but that's okay, because on PS3, you didn't have to pay for online. And of course, on PS4 and PS5, you don't need to pay for free-to-play online, just for, actual games that you would buy that have online. But, yeah. That's one bit of evidence is that it was a beta. And typically when a game has a beta, that means that further on down the line it'll get a full release. But they never brought it over to PS4 because nothing would really change. Maybe the graphics would look different and stuff like that, but the loading times would still be incredibly slow. For the PS5 though, lightning fast loading times. But the reason why I bring up London Studio is because the job listings kind of hints at it. Because there's some job listings related to the animation for the next big game. But the thing is, there's no mention for storytelling or, sound design or anything like that. There's character artists, there's animation programmer. Character artists, though, that's just related for any projects in general that they're working on for next gen. So what we'd really be looking for is animation programmer, technical artist, VFX artist, multiplayer gameplay designer, online gameplay programmer, or not gameplay, online programmer, game AI. This is really interesting. But the thing is, it doesn't mention anything about anything specifically, but it's related to NPCs and just how AI works. Bad vibes. Oh, hello. Anyway. But it says here, development of a network-focused title. What's up? I guess I can go back to Roblox. Oh, wait. You want me to go further, huh? Wait, why did I open a new tab and then open another new tab and delete the other new tab? Not much bored, cause yeah, haha. Same. I'm also kind of tired, but that's just because I didn't really get like a whole bunch of sleep last night. I only got like 6 hours of sleep. Because I woke up at 5 a.m., checked my phone, and then at first I just went back to sleep, and then my body's just like, no, wake up. But tonight I'll try and get better sleep. I think it was also just because I had trouble sleeping, because there's like this foam thing on top of my bed. You can kind of see what I'm patting at. It's like this foam thing on top of my mattress. And it was kind of positioned in a way where it looked like my pillow would kind of slip behind it. But I fixed it. So there's that. I guess I could go back to the London studio thing. Another thing that raises up the big possibility of Home coming back is that, for one, they don't have any mention of PlayStation Home on their website. Even on their job listings. But it goes a little bit further than that. Because on the EU IPO that I went on to, there was also a trademark renewal and extension of PlayStation Home that happened back in 2019. But going back to the London studio before I show off the PlayStation Home trademark, graphics programmer. That is for just any upcoming games in general. But another thing you'll notice is that there's no mentions of VR. And these are the people that made the 2 PSVR games, VR Worlds and Blood and Truth. So, it's these job listings here, 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 and here that you want to pay a close mind to, because they all mention next big title, brand new next gen IP, which is interesting. Brand new next gen IP. Online programmer. Yeah. I think you're starting to see the pattern here. Because again, like, they mention VR. They mention the other things that they've made, like SingStar, iToy, iPet, and Book of Spells. but they've never mentioned anything about PlayStation Home on their website. They probably did way back then whenever Home was still a thing, but since PlayStation Home is gone, for right now anyway. And something else to note, some people have theorized, oh, the Soho engine, its name is similar to the Soho company that made the Getaway. These are the same people that did that, by the way. But the Getaway isn't a new IP, though. It's an IP that's been in Sony's vast lineup of intellectual properties since 2002. So it's not a new IP. The Getaway is not a new IP. It's been around for forever. But something that I guess is a new IP, because the thing is, I'm not sure if this is really considered a new IP, because it was technically on PS3, but it was an open beta, and betas aren't like the full thing. It's just, giving you a taste of what they would try and do. But anyway, yeah, the PlayStation Home trademark. If you look here, the last time it got updated was November the 12th. And what's interesting is there's also the trademark for London Studio. And the funny thing is, the last time that got updated was literally the day after. Now, its expiration date is 2 years before PlayStation Home's expiry date, but that's different. That's the logo right there. But, yeah, there we go. So, how does this tie into the Soho engine? You may be wondering. Well, if you look at the PlayStation Home trademark, a lot of the things that they describe in the Goods and Services tab are extremely similar, if not spot on, to the Soho engine trademark. Which the Soho engine is going to be the engine they'll be using to make their games from the London studio. But the thing we have to wait for now is the end of this opposition period. Which at this point, still no oppositions, which is good. But something that you'll want to know is if you ever are interested in checking on the website and checking on the Soho engine time frame right here until the end of the opposition period, it won't be like the next day for you. Like, okay, so let me explain. Imagine if I was checking on this tomorrow and it was, I don't know, noon or something. Oh, yeah. So, here's something really interesting about that. PlayStation Home had different regional versions of itself. You had the EU, you had the USA, you had Australia, you had Asia, you had all that stuff. And wouldn't you know it, Soho engine being trademarked in different parts of the world. And the thing is, I haven't seen anything about it being trademarked in the US. I did see something about Canada which is North America. So I guess that would apply to both America, like the US and Canada, because it's in A. In A. I'm sorry. But going back to what I was saying, so during the day, like in the actual in the actual daytime, I'll occasionally check on this, and at some point in the day, it'll go from whatever number it currently was to the next number. Oh, you're talking about the NA thing, because I said NA, because the Canadian stereotype, they say A whole lot. What about that snow, eh? Yeah. That sounded more like a German. But what I'm trying to say is, tomorrow at some point during the day, that'll switch from the 4th to the 5th, which means that for them it'd be like, I guess 2 more days, but for us it's still gonna be pretty much 3 more days. Oh, yeah, it was an attempt at a Canadian accent. What about the hockey, eh? Yeah. Where's the maple syrup? I feel embarrassed. And I'm not even Canadian, I'm Texan, but I guess I feel embarrassed because I have a few Canadian friends. Yeah, so why is this important to this whole plot that I've set up? The whole opposition period. It's because of 2 events going on in general for PlayStation. We have Play at Home, which now I'll check on it. We have this, which is going on until the very end of June 6th. At least Pacific Daylight Time. For me, since I live in Texas and therefore the Central Standard Time Zone, it would literally be like pretty much 2 in the morning. And because of that, it would be June 7th. And at that time, the opposition period will already have been ended, well, before that time. But then we have the other event which is going on, which I believe is called Days of Play. Yeah. So this is going on currently as well. And this event ends until June 8th at oh. Okay, so stage 3 ends on June. So, why is this interesting? Although, something that I find interesting is, oh, you're in Eastern Standard Time. So, for you, by the time the Play at Home initiative ends, it'll be 3, basically. The witching hour. I don't know where I was going with that joke. But what I was gonna say is that at first I thought this said it was gonna be ending at the end of June 7th, for their time. But I guess I was wrong. But the reason why that's interesting is because of something else. Summer Game Fest. So there was an interview that happened at around the middle to late part of last month with Jeff Keighley, the person who is setting up Summer Game Fest. Yeah. But I assure you, this is all going to make total sense in a little bit. But the reason why is because yeah, it says here. Says here, Summer Game Fest this year will have a lot of live service games. Now, technically, even though PlayStation Home, like I said, was a beta, invest in PlayStation Home before it relaunches Blessings and Profit. If only it was that easy. But again, we have the similarities in the description of both trademarks for Soho Engine and PlayStation Home. We have the job listings on the website for London Studio. We have this, which is mentioning. Oh. Wait. Oh. A lot of live service games. Oh, there it is. But it says here, PlayStation is going to be involved. Why is this important? It's because Summer Game Fest starts June 10th. Which, by the way, is both the day before the 1 year anniversary of the PS5 was unveiled, and it's also the day before the new Ratchet and Clank game comes out. Got some in my throat. But another reason why that's so important is because Sony could announce something, not like a video trailer, but they could announce something on social media saying, we have something very huge to announce and show off, but you have to wait until, tomorrow, June 10th. But that would line up perfectly with that being the day after the final day of the Play at Home event, because the Play at Home event, Play at Home ends at the very end of June 6th. I think. Yeah. And then we have the other event, the Days of Play, ending at the very end of June 8th. So since we have June 9th, what they could do is, because they wouldn't have any events going on, they could announce that they have something to show off tomorrow for the Summer Game Fest. And by tomorrow, I mean like next week. I'm talking about next week's tense, not right now. But then they would show it off, and if it does turn out to be Home, I swear to God, I'm gonna start screaming because I freaking missed PlayStation Home. Because the thing is, that was literally the thing that introduced me to PlayStation Network, was PlayStation Home. But the thing about it is, PlayStation Home I never actually talked too much about it. Or I did last night during my stream, but that was, looking at the evidence of Home coming back. But in PlayStation Home, since it was an online, network style game, you could buy clothing items and all that stuff. They had a whole bunch of stuff you could do on there. And since it was online, they would always update it with new stuff all the time. So you could have new clothing items. You could have an item called a locomotion, which I don't mean like a train, but basically a locomotion item would be something like 1 second. Say for example that there's like a spaceship locomotion. It would make your avatar look like it's either like driving it or it would turn them into it. And the controls would be the exact same as just moving your avatar normally. There wouldn't be any extra controls like, oh, you use the triggers to move and stuff. No, you would move around with a control stick just as you would normally. But some locomotions actually had a added feature of letting you press and hold down the square button in order to move a little bit faster. I'm gonna turn my ass into a spaceship. I'm a spaceship! It landed upside down. But like another example would be your avatar in a go-kart or in like a miniature car or something. Something like that. But they also had clothing items. But the thing is, there were no purchasable items that would give you any kind of competitive advantage. The stuff that you would buy is just cosmetic, or you could get personal spaces, which were like homes. You're getting a home in PlayStation Home. Homeception! You could also get furniture for them too, like for the houses. And you actually started off with a house too. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is PlayStation Home was a live service game. It continues to say here, the injured. My brain's gone to mush. The industry is evolving, and I'm really excited to have the live service games involved in what we're doing. It sounds like Habbo Hotel. Yeah, but the only difference is that it wasn't 2D, it was completely 3D. And, it was, like, really, really cool. This was the original version of PlayStation Home, like the test version, although it technically was a test from its entire lifespan. This was what it was originally supposed to look like, from the GDC thing. But this is basically, well, that's not a very good picture, but that's basically what it kind of looked like. Okay, that's still not what I was trying to look for. Wait. Oh. Yeah, it was an online social interaction style game. In other words, social networking, but you're playing it instead of, going onto Facebook or something. That's basically what it was. But you could customize your avatar if you wanted to. Another really cool thing was total game integration. And what would happen is, it would sort of track, oh, right, total game integration began in 2011 and became Home's unique way of promoting upcoming PS3 games. Oh. So, game integration could also be something like, for example, I had the Sonic Adventure 2 game on a PS3. I actually have a PS3, but the CMOS battery died, so can't do anything about that. But because of that, because of me having that Sonic game, I actually got a shirt in PlayStation Home. It was the box art of the game, and it looked a little... Nowadays it would look a little dated, but back then, back then that was the best you could get. But, yeah. But the reason why I bring up PlayStation Home and bring up all this evidence is because going back to the PlayStation London CEO website again, how about we look at the news feed? Because, there's this, Newswire post from, London CEO at the very beginning of March this year, talking about their CEO co-heads. And if you go all the way down, our next project has huge potential. You wouldn't say that about any ordinary video game, now would you? I mean, look at Roblox. Roblox started off small, and it turned out to be a huge thing. Because, I mean, they have partnerships with musicians, they have all these really cool things. So to see something about our next project has huge potential, and then you actually go to the join us thing, you start to piece things together, looking at the EUIPO things, you're looking at the job listings and how they're hinting at not only the next game, but what London Studio is planning on in the future. You have all of this stuff. And then you have the fact that Sony is going to be participating in this Summer Game Fest thing. I think you know what I'm talking about. I think very soon we're going to be seeing an old friend come back. And I'll be there to see it. And can't wait. Because all of this evidence that I'm seeing right now. And if you still don't believe me, so, it's always weird whenever I do that. Like, I readjust myself and I'm like, ugh! But, I was actually looking at my PS5 for a second because, there was an interview with someone who, his development team originally made content for PlayStation Home, but what ended up happening was they ended up making their own game as a, my nose, first of all, my nose is running. Second of all, my brain is like dying on me. What I was trying to say is, the guy's development team, Atom Republic, they made their own game as a spiritual successor to PlayStation Home called Atom Universe. In an interview near the launch of Atom Universe, Tanguy, which was the guy I'm talking about, he had mentioned that the people who originally partnered with PlayStation for PlayStation Home and then went on to make their own games, they had to sign a contract with Sony that explained that their games wouldn't be in direct competition with PlayStation Home. Now, it's important to note that Atom Universe didn't launch until way after Home closed. So, here's the thing. For something to be in direct competition with something, it would have to be on the exact same platform and do the exact same things as what it's trying to be. So, in other words, Atom Universe, since it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to PlayStation Home, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So, in other words, you couldn't have Atom Universe on PS5 or Nebula Realms, which is another game. Basically, any games that are supposed to be, spiritual successors of sorts to PlayStation Home, they could not be on that same exact console. Now, technically, you could play those on PS5, but that's through backwards compatibility. So it's not on the exact same console per se, you're just playing it on there through backwards compatibility, so therefore it's not, it didn't really bowl over well. And honestly, Atom Universe just isn't that good. It looked promising at first, but then you realize the development has been just lackluster because they hardly have ever done anything for it since it launched. Like, they kind of did it first, and now it's just bleh. But, going back to what I was saying, for something to be on, or to be in direct competition with something, it's sort of like smartphones. You have the iPhone here, the humble little iPhone, and then you have Samsung, and then we have all these other smartphones. That's what I mean by direct competition, is something that is doing the exact same as a whole lot of other things. Or, for another example, we have Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff like that. Those are direct competitors because they're released on the same platform as each other. So Battlefield and Call of Duty come out on the same platforms like PlayStation, Xbox, and all that stuff. But in the case of PlayStation Home, since Sony told those developers to sign that contract, even though Home was closing, or was about to close at that time, I believe they did that for a good reason. It's because they had the intent of bringing back PlayStation Home on another platform, but just on a PS4 because it wouldn't really be that good an idea. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is, if Atom Universe were to be in direct competition, then it would actually be a straight up PS5 game, instead of a backwards compatible PS4 game that you could play on PS5 through said backwards compatibility. So because of that, it's not technically in direct competition because of that. So, you following me on this? It's all starting to click. And yeah, it really does have a 5 out of 10 on Steam. What's really interesting is the developers for Nebula Realms, which is another successor to PlayStation Home, which actually does its job a slight bit better than Atom Universe. It doesn't even have a PC version, or an Xbox version, or Switch. It's just for PlayStation 4. But, yeah, so that's just stuff I wanted to talk about. I was thinking about going back to Roblox games, but I really do need to get some sleep. It's super late. I just need to get some sleep, so with that being said, I think I'll go and end things. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, then follow. If you haven't, which I know you are, upgrade. But I will be uploading this to YouTube tomorrow as a video on demand, so look forward to that. If you want to see my YouTube channel, it's literally just Fur Plays without the 2, and the P is uppercased. But, thank you. I appreciate those kind words. I really do. Thank you. I might do another Roblox liminal spaces stream at some point, but I won't do streams every single night. Sometimes I might do it a couple nights in a row, but for the most part, I'll try and do streams like every other night if I can. But it just depends on what I have planned. But yeah. So good night, and I will see you next time on whatever I stream next. I really don't know. Anyway, good night, and see you next time.